You and I know this very well, like the cost implications of sustainability are not what they used to be.
Yeah, not at all.
So this is not something that we have to be so fearful of bringing to the table because it's going to be so expensive and something we've broken the budget.
I think our clients, they're more dialed in with ESG reporting and they're more aware of sustainability than they were before. So I think when we're presenting materials and we're talking about the durability and the cleanability, and we're like, oh, by the way, it's also recycled content. It's like, they're like, oh, that's great. And they're really open to it too.
The value of sustainability really lies in the human experience of the space, the long-term implications on health, the long-term implications on the environment. So having the ability to think conceptually that you're not just building this building and then it ends with that and there was nothing before and nothing after. That we are part of an ecosystem, and by doing the right thing at this point in the ecosystem, we can have a long-term better effect.
It's also like how people feel in that space, where like when you're in a space that has like very fresh air circulating and you have like all that daylight and like it doesn't have funky toxic smells everywhere, but it like everything feels very fresh. It's like your energy level changes. And like you feel good, and at the end of the day, you don't feel like, oh my God, I'm exhausted because of the bad lighting in the space. You're like, oh, I feel really great, and I'm like ready to go home, and I still have some energy. And I think all those things clients can tell once they've been in a space that wasn't designed sustainably versus one that is. Tracking of the certifications and the sourcing, it's just really critical because first of all, as designers, we need to track it to just know how we're doing. Like, are we actually doing a good job over this, or do we need to really step it up? And I think at HOK, that's helped us to make a lot of changes because we're learning from that data. But the third-party certifications are just super important because that's how we know if the material is healthy for an interior, right? Whether it's a low VOC or does it have toxins in it? Does it not have toxins in it? And that's where that third party is so critical. And then for the sourcing, we want to make sure that we're using FSA wood, right? So that they're replanting trees and they're taking care of the forest and they're not just leaving like a bare mountain.
Exactly. The certifications help us understand what is true and factual rather than maybe what somebody is just saying out loud to try and get that sale or into that project. And then additionally, as we track materials at HOK and we teach our teammates and all the designers across the firm how to do that, they're able to really understand how they're doing and like how they might be missing something or what could be improved on for the next project. And then also we see as leaders in this space where we need to help educate and where people might be missing the mark because maybe they just don't know. Or on the other hand, maybe we start to see a lack of certifications in certain product sectors or from certain types of manufacturers that they were able to bring forth that information to them and say, hey, look, your competitors have so much information that they've already certified. We would love to see that from you because we would love to see you come to the table with your products as well to help us with those projects.
Innovation's coming from the industry right now. And I just want to say like the industry because it's design firms and it's manufacturers and like we're all working together right now. And I feel like a lot of it's really interesting. It's being driven by Metropolis magazine and also Mindful Materials, right? Because they're bringing us all together to have conversations so that we're learning from each other, we're sharing information, and we're able to accelerate things faster. And like with those two groups, they are really enabling that to happen.
Absolutely. I think there's so many of us in the market that are coming together with those groups, and we're able to kind of say the same things to the manufacturers and drive that purchasing power that we have in this big firm environment. And I also think they're seeing the direct rewards of us using those materials so swiftly and like kind of jumping on those new innovations for materiality that are really looking ahead, that it's causing them this kind of like return over that they see we're using these things that we asked for. And then they're like, okay, what else do you want?
Yeah.